Just when you thought this situation couldn't get any shadier. Look at this.
Take a look at what happened.
1 week since the assassination attempt of the former president at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, the authorities appear to be no closer to declaring a motive. But a clear picture of the shooter and the actions of 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks is emerging. A source familiar with the investigation telling NBC News Crooks flew a drone at the rally site mere hours before Donald Trump took the stage. While common for the Secret Service to ban drones over areas they are securing, it's unclear if that happened in this case. Drone and drone equipment were found in Crooks' car, according to a senior law enforcement source.
Wow, I find that very interesting. So this individual's flying a drone over the rally before it even takes place. The way this whole thing should have went down, a successful assassination attempt stoppage, or whatever you want to call it, is where as soon as the guy crawled up, right, say before, because he should have never even been on the stage, because they were already tipped off to this guy wandering around. He already had a rangefinder and all that stuff before, even before Trump got on the stage. So already he should have already been dealt with before it got to this situation. They should have already took him in and quit, and all this stuff would have been avoided. But mind you, say Trump's on the stage. They say this officer climbed up the ladder. The gunman pointed the AR at him. He looked at him, got down, jumped down, whatever. Instantly, that officer, Secret Service, whoever it might be, should have a body cam on. That would be great to see that. But he should have instantly radioed in, gun, 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 get the president off the stage now, gun, or whatever you want to call it, a sniper, whatever name or whatever they want to put out there, code red, whatever they want to name it. Secret Service instantly should have swarmed on to Trump, got him off the stage. The firefighter would be alive till this day. The other people would have never gotten injured. None of this ever would have happened. But what does it tell you? That there's people down in the fairgrounds that have cameras and videos, and they're pointing. There's a guy right here with the gun, and nothing is being done. He was allowed to let off, I believe, 7 to 8 shots before the final return shot was, registered that took him out. What does that tell you? Mind you, they say that this guy was in his rangefinder looking and made eye contact with the sniper in his scope. These people don't have cheap equipment. Some of these optics, some of these scopes that they have are well over $5,000-$8,000. They can see a mole on your face, a cavity in your mouth, but they can't see this guy over a small slope. That's what the director, that Kim, that should be completely, not only should she be fired or resign, she needs to be prosecuted for any of this stuff even happening.
They were monitoring this guy for an hour beforehand. Yeah. No one told you not to take the stage?
No, nobody mentioned it. Nobody said there was a problem. And I would have waited for 15. They could have said, let's wait for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, something. Nobody said, I think that was a mistake. The Secret Service, they call them snipers, but he was, world-class shot. I guess he didn't want to take the shot.
And we saw him with the rangefinder. We didn't think nothing of it. He was up on the roof. People were warning the police and Secret Service, but nobody paid any attention to it. We had snipers in the building, but not on top of the building. Even if you had a patrol car or a policeman just up there, that would have deterred him enough right there. That alone. But no, they didn't do none of that. The one place adjacent right there to the stage, and then they're saying there's a second shooter and all. I got to look more into that. But they're trying to say, with this building right there, open, clear as day, where people can see it, they want you to believe a slight slope. Because mind you, the snipers on the other roof are on way more of a slope than this dude. They want you to believe all these lapses happened and it was just a gap. There's no way. People tried to fly drones over the F1 here in Las Vegas when they shut down the strip and they had the crazy course all throughout the strip and all that. They were taking drones out the sky for that. And that's just filming cars going around. This is the President of the United States? Come on. That's what they want you to believe, that all this was going down and it just all slipped through the cracks. And then they're trying to point fingers. But mind you, this is a different day and age. You're in 2024. You're not in 1950. People have camcorders in their pockets. They're going to be taking pictures. Residential areas, businesses all have 4K cameras and smart cams and all of this stuff. As time goes along, more of this information is going to be released. And the reason it doesn't make sense is at the end of the day, maybe it was meant to happen just the way it did. And I'll hold this position to the end of it. The only reason Trump is alive, you can use divine intervention, you can use all that stuff, the hand of God, is because of himself. Tilting his head for that split second right there with the 2 shots that went off that whizzed right by him and clipped him, all of that stuff. He is the one who registered like, man, what the hell is going on? And dove for the canvas. And then Secret Service swarmed in. Now, if the guy had a different angle and he shot up Secret Service and Secret Service had a whole bunch of hits on him and all that, that would be different. No, the shots went over and hit other bystanders and took the gentleman's life and injured the others. It's tragic, completely tragic event. That would be, see, he is only alive due to the actions and the quick thinking of himself. Because some people might have saw that and got clipped and been like, man, what was that? Like a bug? Or like, and then bam. And then he instantly knew and dove down. Because if you ever shoot a gun or anything like that or an AR, like by the time you hear the sound, you'll see the poof of the bullet down range hitting the dirt or the bunker, anything like that. That's when you'll register it. As soon as you hear the noise, the bullet's already there. So that's how fast he just saw that and instantly reacted. And due to his own just self-preservation or just smarts, is alive till this day because of his own actions.
It's true.
Another thing that people aren't aware of, not only was Kamala the new president, right? Not only is Kamala was in Pennsylvania at the same time, Jill Biden was in Pittsburgh at the same exact time as Trump. So all 3 of them were in Pennsylvania all at the same time. And now they're trying to tell you that's why Secret Service was spread thin and they had to use local law enforcement. They're trying to blame this and that. At the end of the day, they can have the sniper, all of these people testify. Did you have a shot and you said, I want to take it, and then somebody told you to stand down? It's something, somebody eventually is going to talk because this whole situation went awry. It was never supposed to go like this. And you have like the stock market, people are looking into that, where people were betting the opposite way. I did another video where I was talking about, it was almost like Casino Royale in the James Bond, when they had the terrorist that was going to blow up the newly plane company, and then he was stopped by James Bond and they lost all the money betting the opposite way of the market. It's almost like that. What's all that about? There's no reason that this ever should even got to the point where he was on stage with this clown wandering around and he was carrying a ladder, or now they're trying to say he hopped up on the AC unit. None of this stuff makes sense whatsoever. The only thing that makes sense is that he was allowed to get off 8 uncontested shots before something was lobbied back at him. That's the only thing that's crystal clear to me in this whole situation. So tell me what you guys think. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.